Saudi Aramco. Work permit receiver. Exam 3 question and answer. Exam 2020. Total question and answer. Passing marks 28 right answer or 80%. Question 1. How long is a work permit issuer or receiver certificate valid? A. 90 days. B. 1 year. C. 2 years. D. 3 year. Answer. C. 2 years. Question 2. Confined space entry is not permitted if the atmosphere is A. LEL above 5%. B. Hydrogen sulfide above 20 parts per million. C. Carbon monoxide above 10 parts per million. D. Oxygen above 23.5%. Answer. D. Oxygen above 23.5%. Question 3. Identify hazards that are associated with abrasive blasting. A. Non-flammable gas and toxic gas. B. Iron sulfide and hydrogen sulfide. C. Ignition source and water spray. D. Low visibility and ignition source. Answer. D. Low visibility and ignition source. Question 4. Who will install lock and tag while working on electrical equipment? A. Electrical engineer. B. User on each receiver. C. Designated representative. D. Receiver and supervisor. Answer. B. User on each receiver. Question 5. During joint inspection, issuer and receiver discuss about A. Safety at the work site. B. Taking gas tests. C. Doing the work. D. Naming the designated representative. Answer. A. Safety at the work site. Question 6. Who will stay at site after open flame work? A. Standby man. B. Receiver. C. Issuer. D. Fire watch. Answer. D. Fire watch. Question 7. What type of work does the work permit system authorize? A. All work done by maintenance. B. Non-hazardous work only. C. Specific construction, maintenance or repair work. D. All work conducted by client. Answer. C. Specific construction, maintenance or repair work. Question 8. Who will lead the JSI and fill hazard analysis checklist? A. User and receiver. B. Supervisor. C. Designated representative. D. User. Answer. D. User. Question 9. Who is a permit receiver? A. A person nominated by his supervisor. B. A qualified Saudi Aramco employee. C. A person certified to receive permits. D. A maintenance or contract worker. Answer. C. A person certified to receive permits. Question 10. What is maximum percentage of LL for hot work inside confined space? A 10%. B 5%. C 0%. D 2.5%. Answer. C 0%. Question 11. Work permit issuer responsible for? A. Equipment or a work area. B. Extending certificates. C. Complete job on time. D. Nothing once he issues a permit. Answer. A. Equipment or a work area. Question 12. Should receiver sign work permit if the permit does not address all of his safety concern? A. No. B. Yes. C. Only if issue a request. D. Only if it is rush job. Answer. A. No. Question 13. Why spray painting in confined space is more hazardous than open space? A. Paint can build up on the inside confined. B. Flammable vapors can create explosion. C. Dust can cause paint not to dry properly. D. Paint cans can trip and injure workers. Answer. B. Flammable vapors can create explosion. Question 14. Example of low-risk work is? A. Scaffold work, lighting work. B. Spray painting, water washing. C. Sweeping, visual inspection. D. Brush painting, abrasive blasting. Answer. C. Sweeping, visual inspection. Question 15. When EOLB permit is required? A. Operators release hydrocarbon. B. Flange opening of pipeline. C. Craftsman build scaffold. D. Operators drained equipment. Answer. B. Flange opening of pipeline. Question 16. What does a restricted area require? A. That certificates are issued. B. That extensions are short-term. C. That receivers respond to emergencies. D. That work permits are issued. Answer. D. That work permits are issued. Question 17. What will you need during the flange opening of pipeline? A. EOLB permit. B. Open at 5 o'clock position. C. Check wind direction. D. All. Answer. D. All. Question 18. What are the receiver's main responsibilities? A. Being the designated representative. B. Responding to operational emergencies. C. Comply with safety precautions and signing the permit. D. Filling the work permit and take gas test. Answer. C. Comply with safety precautions and signing the permit. Question 19. In case of emergency, which permit is required for firefighting? A. Hot work permit. B. Permit is not required. C. Need issuer approval. D. Cold work permit. Answer. B. Permit is not required. Question 20. When will the issuer check to make sure equipment has been ready for work? A. After issuing the permit. B. After getting counter-signatures. C. When permit is closed. D. During the joint site inspection. Answer. D. During the joint site inspection. Question 21. Can work in two different locations be covered on one work permit? A. No. B. Yes. C. Only if receivers agree. D. Only with superintendent approval. Answer. A. No. Question 22. The fire watch must know how to A. Operate process equipment. B. Take gas tests. C. Operate fire equipments. D. Operate fire extinguisher only. Answer. C. Operate fire equipments. Question 23. What type of permits is needed when opening a line of vessel? A. Cold and confined space. B. Hot and release. C. Hot and confined space. D. Cold and release. Answer. D. Cold and release. Question 24. Who should be assigned when working near a combustible material? A. Flagman. B. Firewatch. C. Fireman. D. Standby man. Answer. B. Firewatch. Question 25. During welding operation, where will be your fire extinguisher be located? A. In welding machine. B. Downwind position. C. Near any equipment. D. Upwind position. Answer. D. Upwind position. Question 26. Who should keep the work permit for long time? A. Standby man. B. Receiver. C. Firewatch. D. Issuer. Answer. D. Issuer. Question 27. When visual contact is not possible inside confined, what are other means of communication? A. By voice. B. Hand signal. C. Rope communication. D. All the answer. Answer. C. Rope communication. Question 28. What must be checked during the joint inspection? A. Safety officer on site. B. Attendance report. C. Equipment condition. D. Toolbox talk. Answer. C. Equipment condition. Question 29. What type of work permit for electrically operated X-ray? A. Cold permit. B. Release and hot permit. C. Confined permit. D. Hot permit. Answer. D. Hot permit. Question 30. What will the issuer and receiver do after the completion of work? A. The receiver will leave the area. B. Close and sign the permit. C. Extend the permit. D. Put barricade and leave. Answer. B. Close and sign the permit. Question 31. Select the statement when L equal to or greater than 10%. A. No entry are permitted. B. Permitted only continuously wearing an SCBA. C. Permitted without an respirator. D. Need LHU permission. Answer. B. Permitted only continuously wearing an SCBA. Question 32. When should ground fault circuit interruption be used? A. During cleaning area. B. When using temporary work. C. At all times. D. When using portable electrical tool. Answer. D. When using portable electrical tool. Question 33. Exhaust diesel or petrol fumes near a confined space may contain that? A. Carbon monoxide. B. Carbon dioxide. C. Carbon trioxide. D. Oxygen. Answer. A. Carbon monoxide. Question 34. What must the issuer do before issuing a work permit? A. First aid kit inspection. B. Assign a fire watch. C. Check the receiver's certificate. D. Renew certificates. Answer. C. Check the receiver's certificate.
Please give comment and suggestions.
Thank you.
Subscribe our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon for more updates. Thank for visit our channel. See you next class.
Thank you.